I don't like new things. I like my routine. I enjoy rereading the same books over and over again, and I like to eat foods that I know will enjoy. I especially hate it when my mother calls me down to the kitchen to ask me to try new food. Almost always is it terrible tasting, and I end up wanting my beloved chicken nuggets for dinner. When I found out that I was the first one to try a new program that the temple was doing, I wasn't so thrilled with the idea. As a younger brother, I have been to many bar and bat mitzvah services here at TRT. Brett and all of his friends wrote perfectly great sermons, and I only couldn't grant one that was just as good. But no, the leaders at the temple decided that the bar and bat mitzvah students are going to present a creative project that they worked on as part of their sermon. Obviously, the grown-ups of the temple don't know my schedule. When I met with Haley and we started to talk, she asked me what I was interested in. Jokingly, I threw out the word Minecraft. When did I ever think she was going to take me seriously and let me use Minecraft in my sermon at the temple? For those of you that are trying to figure out how to turn on your computer, let me fill you in. Minecraft is a virtual world where you can build a world to survive in and play with other Minecraft players, including your friends. I usually play multiplayer or play different maps that other people create. I really enjoy this because it shows me the creativity that other people have. I'm also able to use my own creativity. Using the Minecraft world, I started building, block by block, my very own tabernacle. My Torah portion talks about the tabernacle that Moses built, and my Haftorah is about the tabernacle that Solomon built. If Moses did it and Solomon did it, why shouldn't I do it? This is my tabernacle. Let's take a peek around. This is what the Minecraft world looks like. Now we are looking at the tabernacle from a distant view. It is sitting in the river and there are forests behind it. This structure is supposed to be a very calming place. When you look at it, can't you feel the peacefulness? The beacon is at the top of the tabernacle. You can see it much better at night. To me, this light represents that even if you get lost, it is important that you can find a way back to the tabernacle. The tabernacle represents to me as a place where I can communicate with God and express my Jewishness. Sometimes people can get lost. If I get lost, then I will need to use my beacon to find my way back to Judaism. As we approach the tabernacle, you can see that there is a gate. This gate is protecting the building. This protects the people inside. I'm protecting my family and my faith. The gate can only be opened by me, so I can choose who I let into my tabernacle the same way I can choose who I let into my life. This is the inside, and you can see that there are people inside. I cannot picture a tabernacle without my family. Even though only my immediate family is inside, I know that they represent not all my family today, my grandparents, my aunts, uncles, and cousins, but also the family that came before. My great-great-grandparents and great-grandparents that my parents tell me stories about, and all those Jewish ancestors that helped make me what I am today. I picture that many generations ago, one of my ancestors stood in the tent meeting with Moses. They visited the temple that Solomon built. I can also imagine that if I save my tabernacle on a flash drive, one day my great-great-grandchildren will be able to see my version of Judaism. The tabernacle is a house of love, so when I'm in it, all the things I love are here. As you can see in the corner, there is a block that has a bunch of holes. This is a note block. It fills the tabernacle with music because, as you know, I play the drums in school. Back when Solomon was around, they had festivals. These festivals were filled with music. As you can see, the torches light up the place. They are like the Ner Tamid, an eternal light which is always lit above the ark that the Torah is in. There is also a heart on the front of it. This represents the love I have for both my family and Judaism. Take a look at the glass box. This glass box contains one of the many monsters in the Minecraft world. This zombie represents the bad moods that I sometimes feel. One of the reasons that I think a tabernacle or synagogue is important is for me is to let go of bad feelings and grudges that we carry. This chest is called an ender chest. It is portable, which means that I can take it wherever I want to go. In the chest, I have a note block, a copy of the Torah, and a torch. This is so I can take my tabernacle wherever I go, so I can follow my faith wherever I am. For example, this past summer I went to Italy with my grandmother and grandfather. While we were there, we went to the Jewish Quarter and visited the main synagogue of Rome. It was an awe-inspiring building. It was very old and it had a lot of stained glass. I felt at home there right away because there were symbols of my faith all around. There was an ark with the Torah, and we put on kippahs for the tour. However, if I go somewhere that is not a temple, that is what my own tabernacle is for. I can bring it wherever I go. It will always be in my heart. It is like the temple to me that Moses and Aaron constructed. It is portable. Now that you've been on a quick tour of my tabernacle, you may be asking, what does this all mean to me in relationship to Judaism? The tabernacle relates to love I have for God and Judaism. Although you can't see God, I believe that Adonai is here at this service at this very moment. God is all around you. As soon as I saw the Torah portion, I was very intrigued about the mysterious cloud that went down into the tent meeting. I think this was God's way of showing that Adonai was listening and God was there. My Haftarah also represents the cloud of God descending upon the temple that Solomon built. I wonder if the cloud of God comes to every temple when people are praying. I've never seen a cloud fill the sanctuary. Although you can't see Adonai, I believe that God is here at this service at this very moment. That is what the tabernacle means. Everyone should have a special place like a tabernacle. I would have to say that this experience has been a really fun and interesting one, and being able to bring Minecraft into my service on my special day has been wonderful. For those of you who have not met with Haley, think of anything that would interest you in any way, because most likely it would work out. Looking back, I am very glad this is one new thing I had to try. Maybe in the future, I'll be willing to try more new things.